look, at the end of the day, all my homies hate Tipster. Bro, I cannot believe what has happened in the last 48 hours on the internet with the Lolly crew. Do you guys know what is happening about the Vosh, the Keffels, the Tipsters, and them defending cartoon porn? What is happening? This is not the first time that Tipster has defended Lolly, cartoon CP. Not the first time. Exactly 1 year ago, one of Tipster's mods posted on Twitter a picture of cartoon CP. It was clearly a child dressed up in some lingerie or something like that. Immediately, the entire commentary community came together and said, hey, Tipster, do you see what your mod posted on Twitter? That's Lolly. And Tipster's response was to immediately defend his moderator, say it's not Lolly, say it's fine. Like, he went out of his way to go up against everybody in commentary, Tipster versus everyone, to defend this picture. When the commentary community finally got a hold of Tipster's mod to get a response for this going out, do you want to know what Tipster's mod said? Oh my God, I think you're right. I made a mistake, deleted the picture, and said I was sorry. Do you know what Tipster did? He doubled down. He tripled down. He quadrupled down. He quarter fucking pound. That's what Tipster did.
Hey y'all, what's good? I'm back with another video, and in today's video, we have to talk about Tipster. Now, if you haven't seen my last video, definitely go and peep that. It was about Ethan Klein from H3H3 giving Keffels a reality check, absolutely humbling her. It's a great video if you want to peep at it. Anyways, today's video is going to be about Tipster defending Vosh with the whole Lolly leak situation, which once again I did talk about in the last video. This is part 2, okay? We're going to be covering the Tipster drama, right? So the other day on Local Live, Keemstar absolutely went in. So I got some clips from Keem, and we're going to go ahead and talk about all this and see. And we're going to ask the question today, is Tipster a real predator? Are we looking at another EDP445 situation, or what exactly is happening here? And we're going to investigate and come to conclusions, right? You might agree with me, you might disagree with me. We could talk about that in the comments. So anyways, you see those intro clips, and what I wanted to include right off the bat is that Tipster a year ago left the commentary community and joined the lefty debate bro, you know, bread tube spear, that kind of spear, the spear that I'm kind of involved in, right? So it's been very interesting, right? And the reason why Tipster left is because Lolly, right? So one of his moderators or something like that got caught posting Lolly on the Discord, and they actually apologized and said it was a mistake when Tipster doubled down. And now obviously, being in the commentary community, commentary YouTubers go hard. If there's like a soft spot, if there's a weak point, they're gonna exploit that shit and go in full force, right? Like, to be honest, most people don't care about the truth. What people care about is how shit looks, right? Is what makes sense. So that's what the commentary community is finna hit, right? So they did that so bad that Tipster left the whole fucking community, and now he's over here chilling with these lefties. And I think that's why he feels like he's got to defend Vosh and shit like this. But anyways, we're gonna get into all these clips and react to it, so buckle up.
Tipster decided to go in on the Local Live, and we're gonna play that.
It's the Local podcast doing these days, Keem. I saw you guys got an initial boost of views on that show, and then your like show just fucking died weeks later. It's almost like you're kind of irrelevant these days, and you don't have the star power that you used to, Keem. That you can't make a podcast be successful overnight the way you used to, Keem.
Okay, that's what he had to say.
Okay, so we're really starting off good here. I mean, I can't comprehend when people be saying shit like this, when it's like, dude, Tipster, you know that all the shit that happened a year ago with the commentary community, that's a fall from grace from you. You're not getting the same amount of views in this lefty space you were doing the commentary shit when you were at like the height of your career, and there was a lot of people talking about you and your videos would get a lot of views. It's not the same case, right? And you're about to see Keemstar absolutely go in on the difference in viewership, but this is something that I'm kind of seeing as like I think Tipster's picking up a lot of these like negative attributes of lefties, and one of the issues with lefties is they're so team sports minded, bro. Like they can never say something nice about someone that they disagree with, to the most extreme faults. Like it's insane, like the extent that people will go to lie and just down talk people that they don't like nothing's good about this person, they suck, they're not funny, they're cringy. It's like, dude, like you don't have to lie because you disagree with someone or don't like them. Like they're probably told a funny joke or they're probably right in this scenario, but it seems like lefties will not want to concede any ground whatsoever. They can't even make a little compliment about their enemy. And it's kind of fucking annoying, because if you real and if you right, you shouldn't be so weird about it. You should have the confidence that people could see that your side is right if you display it, in the correct manner, right? If you communicate your views in a way that people can understand. You just got to be cool. You just got to be cool and show people what it's about, show people what we're about. But it's too much defensiveness and attacking the other side, and that's just a bad look, especially to middle America, especially to normies. It makes us look fucking unhinged.
That's what he had to say. First of all, by the way, Tipster said that on his live stream while Tipster was trending on Twitter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Tipster is trending on Twitter and he's on his live stream saying that my show is dead and I'm irrelevant and all this other stuff. And he had 300 concurrent viewers. He was trending on Twitter and only had 300 concurrent viewers saying that my show is dead. 2 weeks ago, we had 6,000 concurrents. Last week, we had 5,000 concurrents. What is this? We have 2,000 people here right fucking now. What are you saying?
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. These people will make these kind of statements that are just so far from the truth. And it's so obvious that the only reason you'd say something like this is because you don't like Keemstar. Dude, you got 300. He has 2,000. And they're not trending. You were trending. So, dude, shut your fucking mouth. It's so annoying when people talk out their ass like that.
Every time this guy talks, just straight up mental retardation spews from his mouth. Let me try to calm down here and get to the meat.
Keemstar finna get to the meat.
It all started when this streamer, Bosch, he's streaming and all of a sudden he accidentally opens up a folder.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to. What? You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
What? You hear that little what? You hear that little what? Now, why is he sitting there saying,
an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to?
It's because he got caught in 4K. He got caught in 4K opening up a folder that had cartoon CP in it. Cartoons of kids in a fucking sexual acts. All right, that's what this dude had. This same exact folder got revealed about a year ago, right, on one of his streams. And his fans were asking him, hey, what's in that folder? And he goes, it's 95% porn. 95% porn. So he's had this on his computer for a long frigging time.
So now we should by now all know the situation, but I just want to include this little clip for people that haven't heard. So yeah, that's basically the rundown of the situation. Nothing much more to go on there. Yeah, bad move. I don't know why the fuck you would keep a bunch of porn on your work computer. Who the fuck keeps porn anyway? You gotta be a real weirdo. Dude, you could just look it up, jack off, and then keep going about your day. And as a fucking live streamer, that would pose no risk to your career. But no, go ahead and put porn in a to be sorted folder on the computer that you stream on. Just a stupid ass move if you asking me. But the results of it pretty funny. So maybe not the stupidest move, because it did add value to the world in the form of giving us entertainment.
But there's also horses, big horse dogs, effing kids or something, all kinds of disgusting shit. People started asking what's up with the horses? All right, apparently this guy loves horses. Look at this. This is him on his Discord. He loves horse cock. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody went through his Discord logs to see how much he's talking about horse cock. He likes a lot of horse cock. The f*** is happening? Who is this degenerate piece of dog shit? But it's still going. It's 50 full fucking seconds of this. And that's a generous scrolling speed, by the way. That ain't some really slow shit. I can't even read the shit that fast. It's still going, people. It's still fucking going. He's still talking about horse. Make it end. It finally ended. Jesus.
Dude, it's so funny people finding out about this, because everyone that like has been in Vosh's community or consistently watches Vosh, or even just like any online leftist in general, everyone knows. Like, it's not a secret, and he's mentioned that, right? Like, it's not a secret that Vosh wants to fuck a horse, that Vosh wants to be a horse. He wants to have a giant fucking horse cock, and people joke about it all the time. So it's so funny seeing this, and it's someone compiling that compilation. Dude, he talks about it like an insane. He talks about horsecock as much as he breathes air. Like, it's insane.
According to him, the whole internet is acting in bad faith. We're acting in bad faith. We're trying to label this guy as a predator because we don't like him. I don't like you based on that. That's the reason I don't like you. I don't like you because you're fantasizing about horse. I don't like you because you had a folder of child cartoon CP. That's why I don't like you. If anyone has painted you as these things, Vosh, it's been you. It's been you.
All right, and this is very important. I wanted to put this clip here because this is another problem with people on the left, is they're constantly calling bad faith. They're constantly screaming bad faith. And this leads you to believe if these people are ever acting in good faith. Maybe you're projecting, because here's the thing. Most people are not out here fucking lying about their beliefs. Most people are not out here like making things up or intentionally lying, manipulating, doing things like that, right? Most of the time, people are putting forth beliefs that they genuinely believe. And I've had this experience where you say, hey, these are my beliefs, and they say you're acting in bad faith. How would you know that? How would you know I don't actually hold these beliefs? Like, bad faith, right? Like, being a grifter is literally something that's reserved to people like Ben Shapiro or what's that black chick? Candace Owens, right? It's people like that, intelligent people that are clearly saying something stupid, right? Something ignorant, small-minded, low IQ, and it doesn't add up, right? So this is an intelligent person saying something dumb. That's bad faith. You could call it out. It's easy. But people will be like, oh my God, people think Vosh is a pedophile because he has CP. That's bad faith. No, dude, it's a lot of people. It doesn't take that much convincing. Like, that's like one of the worst things you could possibly be, and people have a lot of fears about that, right? So like, when anything close comes to that, like, I don't think Vosh is a pedo, but a lot of people do. Now, at the same time, people are gonna say, oh, you're bad faith for that. No, I think these people genuinely believe that, and they're entitled to their damn opinion. We need to stop crying bad faith, because it's just stupid, man.
You're acting in bad faith. You've taken me out of context. Bro, this isn't a fucking argument. You words about whether or not we should have more security on the border. That's not what we're talking about. There's no, like, this ain't a debate, bro, scenario. So take your little terms, Tipster and Keffels and all of you, your bad faith and out of context, and shove up your fucking ass. Actually don't, because you probably like that too much. Actually don't.
So here's the thing, even someone like Keemstar, man, could so easily see this shit and call it out. You people act like damn fucking freaks. Like, you're so debate-minded that everything comes down to this. Your mindset needs to change, man. Most people are not looking at it the way you're looking at it, and it's cringe, and it's a bad look.
Tipster's seen all of them. So what do you think Tipster's response to all this garbage is gonna be? Let's watch and find out. Tipster, your thoughts on Vosh?
And I know there's a lot of people who are going to disagree with my position on this. That's fine. Not everybody has to agree with me. If I legitimately thought that Vosh was advocating for things that would potentially bring harm to children, I would not be defending him here. I would not be defending him if I thought he actually believed in, arguments in favor of child pornography. I would not be defending him if I actually believed he was in favor of relationships between adults and minors. I would not be defending him for any of these things. If this were true, I would be disavowing him. But the thing is, it's not true. And that's why I'm going to bat for him.
Guys, you heard it right there from Tipster. It is not true. What you just saw and heard with your own eyes and fucking ears isn't true.
Okay, so here's the thing, is that when Tipster and Keffels, when they say there's a lot of nuance to this, right, they're right. There is a lot of nuance to it. As bad as it looks, right, I don't think that Vash is like a pedophile, right? I don't think he's into CP. I don't think he's even into Lolly. I think he's like denounced it to a degree. He's made a lot of debates. He's made a lot of stupid arguments in the context of debates, but you can't expect the average person to give a fuck about that. The evidence is damning, and you have to acknowledge that. You have to acknowledge up front that it's a bad look. Vash is on some creepy shit, and like to a level it's degenerate and like not okay for broader society. However, you can take your own personal takeaways, but like to go to bat so strong, to defend him so strong, this like moralistic way, like he did nothing wrong, is stupid. I'm not like condoning the guy, or I'm not condemning him. I don't condone it. I'm not condemning, and I also don't condone it. That's how I'm able to like criticize goof on Vash, but then also tell people like chill out, it's not as extreme as it is. You have to understand that most people don't really care about the truth, right? Most people care about optics. Most people care about perception, right? Perception is reality.
I went into his chat, bans me right away. Boogie2988 from the Lol Cow podcast went in and typed something along the lines of like, hey, look, Tipster, I'm pretty concerned about the stuff that you're saying. I think you've lost your way. I think you need to reevaluate the situation. Boogie says something along those lines, right? You know what Tipster did? Fucking banned him. Banned Boogie for trying to talk sense into this cartoon, horse-loving, bro. This is some up shit.
I have a big thing with creators blocking creators, because that's a fucking pussy move. If you think about it, we're all peers, we're all co-workers, right? And our workspace is this online content creation areas, right? And we have our different little spaces, and sometimes they overlap and things. But when you're blocking someone, you're cutting them off from that space, from that potential to make money, from that subset of audiences, everything like that. It's a pussy bitch move. I understand blocking trolls and people harassing you, but you should not be blocking content creators because it's blocking people from playing the game correctly, right? Like at the end of the day, this is competitive, and you're being a fucking pussy when Keemstar and Boogie, other content creators, come into your chat and you block them because you're trying to silence them and take the power away because you're scary and you know you can't defend you can't defend yourself against them. Stop being scary. Don't block content creators. I got blocked by Nick DiOrio because I kept getting a lot of likes off of his posts on Twitter, and I would be like annoying, obviously, but like, you know, fuck you, dude, because you're trying to stop my motion, but it's not finna happen. Anyways, don't block content creators or your content creators because it's a bitch move and it makes you look like a pussy.
Ethan Klein from H3H3 started calling out Vosh in real time, gave all the context in the world to all these clips and everything, and immediately Tipster and Keffel started defending Vosh, saying the dumbest shit you can imagine. Yeah, I'm on Ethan's side on this. You want to know why? The same reason I'm on your side and you're on my side. The same reason. It's because we're not fucking deaf and we're not blind.
See, they're not blind, they're not dumb, right? The audience is not blind or dumb. So what you gotta understand is you can't just immediately start defending, oh no, it's not what it looks like. Yeah, we get that there's nuance to it, we get that it's deep. Do you think the average viewer gives a shit? What do you think you're doing? You're not doing anything intelligent or helpful. You gotta off the bat criticize, like condemn Vash's actions, but then go into the nuance. That's the way that you handle this situation.
This last thing that Tipster did, defending Lolly, is fucking personal to me. It's personal. I mean, all this shit is personal because I'm a parent, but this is personal. Maybe 2016 or something like that. My daughter was very young, and there was this creep online who was famous for drawing this Lolly stuff, all right? Cartoon CP. And he drew my daughter in some sexual way. Disgusting stuff. I think my daughter was like 7 at the time. Pretty f***ed up shit. I hate that guy. That guy got canceled for that. He's a piece of shit. Whatever. Then, come to find out, Mr. Beast blows up, becomes super famous, one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. And people find out Chris from Mr. Beast posted pictures from this same artist, the artist that draws cartoon CP. And so when Tipster found out about Chris from Mr. Beast getting canceled for posting cartoon CP, this was Tipster's response.
Been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the Mr. Beast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently, and they're trying to make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody basically just trying to live their life. But it's gotten to the point where people started digging into old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and kids. Now, I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes makes you a pedophile. I kid you not, that's how low the bar for pedophilia has become. At this point, give it a month or two, and you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children.
Yeah, nice. You see this guy on stream? This is the guy that's defended Lolly twice in the last year and defended Chris posting CP on Twitter, the same artist that literally got exposed and canceled for drawing my daughter when she was 7 years old. These are who these people are.
All right, so my heart goes out to Keemstar in that one, man. That's fucked up. That's not okay. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, see that with your daughter and shit. The kind of love and care that a parent will have for a child can induce a kind of rage that's not like anything else, which might explain why Keemstar has the kind of reaction he does to this. And here's the thing, this is why I say okay, is Tipster the new EDP445? And you're about to see him send some creepy messages about goth mommies. It's the next clip. But here's the thing, is that I don't think he is, and I'm gonna get into that more in a second, but it looks really bad for you, Tipster. It looks really, really bad for you, because why you even say in this little video about Chris that you wouldn't make these kind of jokes. So why are you jumping to defend him, right? And to me, it's posturing. He went from the commentary community, now he's this big trans ally, now he's this lefty content creator, and oh no, everyone's calling Chris, who just came out as trans, a fucking pedo now, and there's the whole trans thing with predators and all of that scare, that fear mongering that Republicans are trying to do, which leaves lefties to make stupid shit like this. Chris is a fucking weirdo, to be honest. Dude always seemed fucking weird. He seemed weird before he came out as trans, and him coming out as trans, I don't think I guess her, I don't know. Last I heard, I don't know if it's been updated, but last I heard they were going by any all pronouns. So I apologize if it is her, whatever it is. But so they're weird, right? So you don't gotta defend weirdos. That's two different things. So people look at him like this big predator, but the reason why I say he's not the new EDP445 is because he's just being weird. He's dying on Lolly Hill and making stupid decisions. And then the goth mommy shit is creepy, but it's not predatory. It's just socially unacceptable and fucking weird. It's just awkward and weird at the end of the day. And so until something actually real comes out, I'm not gonna look at it like that. And I think it's unfair that so many people are basically taking it to that level. That's how they see Vosh, that's how they see Keffels, that's how they see Tipster. These are not EDP445 situations here, okay? These are just content creators that yikes, they got some yikesy takes, some yikes looks, which happens to all of us. It's not a big deal.
Real DMs leaked Tipster calling one of his friends children cute. What? Nice, looks great. Also, your friend kinda cute. Haha, she's 16. Oof, I was only joking. Oh my god. The fuck? Tipster calling the same friend hot goth mommy. Oh my god. Anything for a pink-haired hot goth mommy. Laughing out loud, just kidding. What can I say? I got a thing for goth chicks. Notice the new profile picture, not gonna lie, kinda hot in the pink. Yeah, it looks good. Even hotter goth mommy. Oh my god. What is going on with this dude? I think that's pretty much it.
Oh my god, dude, it's so bad, so awkward and creepy and cringe. And something else that really annoys me is this dude's like fucking 40 or 50 or some shit. Why the fuck are you like using like the goth mommy thing, dude? That's like a fucking like that's a Zoomer meme. Like this, what the fuck, dude? That's like that's our generation. That's not your shit. And it's so weird, creepy, weird old fuck, dude. But yeah, so he's a creep, but he's no predator, basically. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'd say he's not the new EDP445. But definitely a lot of bad takes, a lot of bad looks, and you didn't have to die on Lolly Hill. Anyways, the next video I'll be covering is Vosh. He said he's gonna put out a response to all this. Not sure if he has or hasn't. I'll be waiting for that definitely to include in the Vosh video. And yeah, so this has been a fun time. I'm just gonna have fun with it. So this was the Tipster video. If you haven't seen the Catfools video, definitely go ahead and peep it. Anyways, peace out, bitches. Have a good one.